What's up, guys?
What's happening?
Did you miss us? It's been a little bit. We missed last week.
I was gonna say it's only been like a week.
It's been a week.
It hasn't been that long.
It was a week because real life sucks. You know, nobody wants to deal real life. Rather play Magic or play video games.
There you go.
You know,
yeah,
not deal with real life. So this is week number 6.
So we missed 5.
We missed 5.
Okay.
And so it's week 6.
I want you guys to know that we've got perfect control over what week it is and what we're doing. Yeah. However, when we get to this point, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
So trust that we keep track of the points.
We do. We have all the points.
Everything's
up to date.
Everything's up to date. We know who's ahead. We know who's behind. And it is week 6.
Yes, so tomorrow is week 7.
Of season number 7 of the Modern Magic Mondays Season Invitational Circuit. I just like to use the word. Yeah, I like to use circuit, because we've been doing this a while now.
2 years.
2 whole years of modern coverage on Monday nights.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Yeah, we've got some sweet stuff going on tonight because we like to try to bounce around on who's on camera. Little did I know it was not going to be a variety of decks on camera because they're like, oh, cool, these people don't come out as much. They're newer players. We'll bounce around and showcase those players. Cool, yeah. This works.
Yeah.
But 3 people decided to play Merfolk. They happen to be on camera, all 3 of them. So it'll be a little bit fishy tonight. So.
Ooh. Yeah. Now I'm pretty certain. Just a spoiler alert. They're all blue-green.
They are all blue-green.
Just so you guys know,
yeah.
They're all blue-green Merfolk.
No mono blue tonight.
Nope.
But there are some other decks. They have to battle against other players. We do see some mono blue action though on camera. Twice. Yes. Yes. It's gonna be a fun one, right? It's gonna be some interesting stuff happening. At least I think so.
Yeah. So I feel like it's been a while, right?
Yes.
Maybe it's been a while for me.
Yeah.
We haven't. If you guys are coming into Modern after being gone for a bit of time, you might notice that there are 2 cards
that are
now running around in the format. And you know what? I think I find super interesting, and I don't know why I didn't think that this would be a thing beforehand, but this weekend showcased a lot of Bloodbraid Elf over Jace the Mind Sculptor. People that are playing Jace the Mind Sculptor are like, yeah, I'll sprinkle it into whatever X control deck I'm playing.
Yes, this seems to fit nicely in this sort of shell. Right. I'm cool with it.
People are jamming Bloodbraid Elf.
Yes.
Into every deck that has red and green in it.
Or they're splashing red.
Or green.
However it might be, to make that work. I've seen some elves lists that are running it. Just we'll splash red for it.
Sure.
Why not?
Bloodbraid Elf.
It is an elf.
It is an elf.
It does count.
It does things.
Then you've got, and because it costs 4, you can be able to find that drain based on the number of elves you control.
Shaman of the Pack.
That's the
one. That's it.
Just testing you, making sure that you still remember
Shaman
the name of the card.
Yes.
There was a Young Pyromancer list that was running 4 colors now to make room for...
It just so happens that you can make green in a Mardu Pyromancer list, and now
better.
You can run Bloodbraid Elf. How did you know? How did he end up doing?
15th.
15th? Okay.
Yeah.
So, not... I mean, it runs Grimflare.
He got your attention real quick.
Straight. Oh, it's 5-color. Look at that Architects of Will.
Yeah, but that's you're not spending the blue mana on that. That's black mana. You're cycling that. That's just a cycler, right? You're not
I
going to hard
clearly
cast
see
that, are you?
I clearly see a blue mana symbol on that card.
But you don't have any mana to cast it.
This is a 5-color deck.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's the 4-color it's the Mardu Pyromancer list. It does Faithless Looting. It's got the Lingering Souls, but it's splashing green for some pretty stellar sideboard cards. I believe I saw Maelstrom Pulse there at the bottom.
You love it.
Great Maelstrom Pulse. It's running 4 Traverse the Ulvenwald because why the heck not?
Why?
You know, might as well just go ahead and get Delirium because you're also running Grimflare. You're running Bloodbraid Elf, and all of these things are being targeted by Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah, everything in the list, with the exception of Architect of Will, it can be hit with... and I guess the Bedlam Reveler. Mm-hmm. So you have 4 cards in here that cannot be cascaded into off of Bloodbraid Elf. Seems good, right? That seems where you want to be playing. I guess Bloodbraid Elf is the name of the game now. Mm. We don't have any decks running her, but
you know what decks are really good with Bloodbraid Elf?
Jund.
You know what plays in Jund?
Grimflare.
No.
Thoughtseize.
Yes, that's not the card.
Lightning Bolt.
Nope, not worried about that one either.
Inquisition.
Nope, not that one.
Overgrown 2.
Nope. See, now you're just reaching.
Tarmogoyf.
And that's why we don't play Jund. That's why we don't play Jund. But that list doesn't run Tarmogoyf.
No, but Jund did get 5th. Right?
It did.
So, it's got your Dark Confidants in there.
Jundine Clonparents.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good list. It's a strong list.
Now?
Oh.
Well, I mean, you can't count that one. That's going to stay high. All right, back up to $84.
It's getting back up there. Strange enough how that's working out in their favor.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
I guess we should have bought them when they were like
70, 60.
60.
Yeah.
But missed opportunities.
Yeah, you know, they'll go down again. They'll reprint them again. They'll go down.
Sure.
They love reprinting him. What are you talking about? So, we've got 5 rounds tonight. I'm pretty sure. 4.5, 5 rounds. Somewhere around there. I'm pretty sure it's 5. I think we had...
It's 5.
20-some players again. So, again, we've got a lot of fish for you guys to enjoy, but some other matches should be interesting.
I think there's some pretty sweet lists.
Yeah.
You're getting a pretty good snapshot of what the metagame is starting to shape up and look like.
Right.
After about 2 weeks of Bloodbraid Elf and Jace the Mind Sculptor being legal in Modern, I would expect some things probably to change again as we move on. But you know, how did the one list do?
Which one?
There was one list at the top of the standings into round 15 that I don't think anyone was
prepared for.
Oh, nope, it's the guy that won. That's he did well. Red Green Panza is the one I was thinking of, and there it is. He's numero uno this weekend at the Star City Open in Dallas.
Well,
you know what's really good to cast your land destruction spells?
Bloodbraid Elf.
That's it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Well, your Molten Rains and Stone Rains are for free.
And this is what I'm talking about. It's just like jamming it in. I saw it being jammed into Titan Shift.
Yeah. Like, it's just... I think everyone was so worried about Jace being unbanned. And I initially was like worried about Bloodbraid Elf because I remembered Jund when Bloodbraid Elf was legal, and everyone was like, no, Nan, clearly Bloodbraid Elf was not the bad guy. Clearly it was Deathrite Shaman, and we got rid of it. It's okay.
It's fine.
Everything will be alright. There's no need to worry about Bloodbraid Elf. You need to be worried about Jace.
That's right.
And that's not really the case.
I feel like everyone's really afraid to play Jace right now.
Yeah.
They're like, maybe not. Maybe I'll just run a Jund deck for a while.
Well, it's like on turn 4, I play Jace. Okay, Jace is like a win more card, right? Where Bloodbright Elf is like, I can, win more. I can pull myself back into the game if I'm behind. Like, it's Bloodbright Elf seems to be doing more stuff and seems to have more impact.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's take a look at round 1. Let's see what we got going on.
Let's see.
Is it blue-green Merfolk?
Oh, called it.
It is blue-green Merfolk. Stu Judd versus Jeremy Miller running Amulet.
He's been riding the struggle bus this season.
Yeah.
Just like he's bounced around to many different decks. We saw him on camera a couple times where he was playing like Dredge. He played Scape Shift at one point. Like, he's run into that problem of, I don't know what I want to play.
I understand.
And he's had this conversation with a couple of people of like, a lot of players as they play more and more, they get better. But he feels like he's gotten worse.
Oh.
I mean, you look at his points. He was the Season 1 champion. He's been doing well making it to the Invitationals. But this season, he might barely be scraping by at, like, top 8, maybe top 12.
I see.
Like, he's had a lot of, like, this week he got 3 points. Right. This week he got 0 points. This week he got 6. I don't think that he's gone above 6 points this season.
Well, what I find interesting about Modern in general right now is, even though we have these crazy shakeups with unbannings, and there's just so many decks.
There's still so many different things that you can play in Modern, and even with the top 8 from the SCG Open, like, right, there was 2 Gift Storms, and that was the only duplicate. Like, everything else was singletons, right? You had Ponza, you had Infect, you had Jund, you had Blue-White Control, Green-Black-Tron, Eldrazi-Tron, and then those 2 Gift Storms. So, and even like the top 16 is still pretty diverse with like the Red-Black Hollow one, Green-White Hexproof. There's a couple other different variants on Eldrazi, whether it's the colorless Eldrazi, blue-green Eldrazi.
What is that?
I think it's probably like a Bant style.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's
pretty much what it is.
They just don't have the flicker.
Yeah,
effects.
they're not running Displacer. So it's Bant Eldrazi without the Displacer.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I don't know. Seems like a pretty good position Modern is right now.
Unless you don't know what you want to do.
Unless you don't know what you want to play.
Yeah. I feel like it's one of the, maybe Jeremy is probably struggling like me, where we have access to a lot of cards.
Yeah.
But we just haven't found our home.
Right. No, that's a good point.
In the new meta game, I haven't found the deck that speaks to me.
I think you haven't found the deck that speaks to you in a long time.
You're right.
Like, you played Infect for a little bit, and you're like, oh, that's kind of cute, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
And then you're like, Twin. Yeah. This is it. I'm good. Right? And then they got rid of it.
It was fine.
They took it away from you, and now you've been floating along.
No. I enjoyed Hate Bears for a while.
You play that blue-white list I showed you.
Yeah.
Do you like spell quellers?
I do, but I'm afraid if I start playing it, then it's going to be like every other deck.
It's not Splinter Twin.
It's not. Jeremy's going to 6. Wait, they might have already mulliganed. We were sitting here talking.
We're chit-chatting.
All right, they've already went to 6. Jeremy's going to 5.
So, with the Amulet Titan deck, like, Amulet Titan's one of those decks that's a lot of people's Splinter Twin, right? They're like, man, This deck was great. I loved it. This was my favorite deck to play. Now I'm just kind of floating around trying to find a deck since they banned that kind of thing. So
I get it. They got rid of Splinter Twin the same time they got rid of Summer Bloom. I totally get it. They're just ruining our fun.
So what is the Amulet Titan trying to do slower than it used to be able to do?
I mean, so basically the Amulet Titan deck is doing one thing. It is powering out the Ravnica dual lands, which are your come into play tapped. Afterward, you tap it and get 2 of whatever guild amount of colors. So you're going to see cards like Jeremy starting off with the classic Gemstone Mine. Stu's going to take a look at that, figure it out. Oh, it's got some counters on it. And then he wants to play cards like Amulet of Vigor, which says when a permanent
enters tap,
comes
into play tap, I think is the correct wording for it.
Then it's untapped instead.
Yep.
And look, boom, right there. Easy peasy. He's got the Amulet of Vigor. Hey, you want to read this? Because things are about to get weird. So Jeremy's going to use the Amulet of Vigor as a way to bring out those tapped lands, those tapped duels, and make them untapped, which is going to accelerate his mana double, triple, quadruple, however you want to look at it. When Summer Bloom was in play and he could play multiple lands at a time, that's where things got scary, because you're looking at a turn 2 Primeval Titan.
Yeah, so now it has to rely on like Explore, Azusa, things like that to cheat out the lands. You don't have as much of an explosive turn. But you can still build up. Like
I think every once in a while you could come out and get a pretty explosive game.
Yeah, if things line up nicely. On Stu's side, he's like, here's my Silver Gill.
Yep.
All right. Master of the Pearl Trident revealed.
That looks to be the temple.
Sunhome Temple?
Yeah, something of the Sunhome or something like that. Not the one he's looking for. He's looking for the Slayer Stronghold. But here comes Explore.
Gets to draw a card and play an extra land this turn.
Yep.
Well, there's another Gemstone Mine.
Yep, and that seems fine.
Whoa!
Okay, so
we're about to have some shenanigans.
Yeah, because now those triggers are doubled. So he can basically say, alright, here comes my tap land. Untap, tap it, untap.
Just float extra mana.
So now he's looking at, if he gets any one of those duels, he's looking at 4 mana instead of 2. Which is basically the amount of acceleration he needs at this point.
Cavern of Soul, naming Dinosaur.
Sure. Here's a Mara Regery.
Swinging 3.
Silvergill's going to swing in for 3. Jeremy's down to 17. This is a combo deck, if you didn't know.
Yes.
So Jeremy's not too concerned with what's going on his opponent's side. He's just trying to build up his own deck, his own, kind of board state. And that's a Teleria West.
Right. So it says enter tapped.
Trigger 1. Untap. Trigger 2. Untap. So now I've got 2 blue mana floating. Stu says, wait a second. You get to do that?
It's such a weird concept to think about that, like... Wait, you get to do this more than once now?
Right.
Like,
exactly.
It's definitely a unique deck to play against if you've never played against it or never seen it in action. Like, the beginning, you might just be wondering, okay, what are you doing right now? Like, this doesn't make any sense. You're just playing a bunch of lands, making mana, but you're not really threatening me in any way.
Yeah. And
then they can just kill you in one turn.
Yeah.
They don't have to. But it is something that is available by giving their creature that double strike and +2, +0, and all that shenanigans.
2, 3, 4. Oh.
I forgot that he was running this.
I see. Okay, so he says Jace the Mind Sculptor.
I forgot.
I'm like, what's he gonna do with 2 blue mana? Little did I know.
I think this is our first time seeing Jace on camera.
I agree. Jace the Mind Sculptor. This guy's he's got some stuff he can do. He can brainstorm.
He can brainstorm.
He can, what they call fate sealing.
Yep. Unsummon.
Unsummon.
He opts for the brainstorm effect here. And Jeremy has a lot of ways to shuffle his library. Alright? With search effects, with here's my Primeval Titan, here's my Summoner's Pact. Like, he's got ways to do some searching if he needs to. So,
all I can say is I hope he found a card. Which I think he might have.
mm-hmm.
Jace is probably going to have a target on his back. And that's the thing about Jace the Mind Sculptor that you guys kind of have to figure when you're playing against it. Is this important enough to get rid of? And I don't know if Stu's unfamiliar with the Amulet Titan deck. I honestly think you ignore the Jace. I think you are just trying to power out the...
Yeah, deal as much damage to him as possible at this point because, again, Jace isn't doing any threats to him.
Right.
3 loyalty, I'm not that worried. So, with this... Oh, man. So, Merfolk can keep untapping.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So he says, I'm going to play this Merfolk, untap a land.
Yep.
Play this Merfolk, have a trigger to tap or untap something. Right?
So Reejery's a...
So he says, I'm going to tap your land out.
A 3/3 or 2/2 originally?
2/2.
2/2. So Reejery's a 4, and Silvergill is 5.
Yep, so coming at you for 9.
9 damage. Oh.
Which is a powerful swing.
Right.
It looks like he might say...
He looks like he's going to split the damage.
Yeah. Assuming Merfolk is going to come this way, 5 damage is going to come at Jeremy.
Exactly. Jeremy down to 12. You know...
There's Summoner Pact.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my. He can kill him. Right?
Yeah.
No. Because he's still at 20. Oh, wait. He could because he could duplicate it.
Yeah.
He can... Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't... Not that at any moment was Stu safe. The 2 Amulet of Vigor is just huge.
It just breaks everything
so
that you're trying to do to save yourself.
Primeval Titan.
Goes to his hand. Now, he's got those sweet miscuts for his Primeval Titans. Because they're from the Modern Master. So, like, a couple of them have, like, Emrakul stats above it. Like, this... Primeval Titan is now at 13-13, and like he jokes about that, but
it's pretty much where it starts out when it attacks.
Now, there's no need to shuffle Jeremy's library after he finds Primeval Titan if he has the ability to cast it, because it's just you're doing more work for yourself essentially, because he can just say, Primeval Titan.
Oh, wait.
What just happened?
Wait. Did he Summoner's Pact?
I could have sworn he did.
Is he dead?
Did he not? Yeah, wait, what just happened?
Or is he... If he Summoner's Pacted at the end of his turn, and he didn't...
Did he do that on the upkeep? Before the draw step? Upkeep, Summoner's Pact. When did he? Because he drew. So that's the whole thing. So
yeah, I mean, it's if he doesn't pay 4 mana, he's dead. That's basically how it works.
Go away.
I'm going to assume that he did this on the upkeep. But I don't have someone in my ear telling me what actually happened.
Okay. Float this.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom.
Got it. Yep.
My card bot's not happy with us tonight. Normally it works, but right now
Yeah,
it's
so
not.
so basically Summoner's Pact reads as such. Search your library for a green creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. At the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 2 colorless green and green if you don't lose the game.
Beginning of your next upkeep.
So I mean,
So he probably did
he
it.
would have to do it.
Upkeep. Yeah, untap, upkeep, Summoner's Pack. Cool. Find this. Draw step. Play this land.
Right.
And now, yeah, so now he's going through the motions of saying, okay, I'm going to give this guy +2, +0, right? So he's 6, becomes an 8. I'm able to float these twice, so I'm going to do it twice. So now he's a 10, right? And now this one gives him double strike. And so now I'm sitting here, trample, haste, all that good stuff, double strike. So he could, like, Stu could sit here and, try to do some blocks, but by declaring attacks, he gets to be able to find 2 more lands.
Correct.
And could copy it again and just make him even bigger, right? So it's not looking good for Stu.
So Jeremy says, go to attacks. Get these 2.
So I'll return this to my hand.
Yep.
And return this to
Yep.
my hand.
So he's going to get back to Teleria West in the Sunhome. Make 8 mana.
It's insane. So he could transmute as well with the Teleria West.
He could.
Be able to find some shenanigans if he needed to.
Yeah, Jeremy's still
Going through the motions. That's the thing. It's like, if you're not used to playing against the deck, like, some of the interactions that you're facing down are really complicated because it's not something that you face with any other deck, right?
It's also something that's, I don't know if it's being played as frequently anymore.
Not as often, you're right.
I think it's because it's less consistent than its sister deck, which was just having Summer Bloom available.
Yes. And a lot of people were like, I'm just going to run Primetime in Red-Green Valakut.
Yeah,
And that was the I wish we could play Amulet Titan. A lot of people tried it after the banning, and they just didn't. They're like, man, it's not as good. Transmute.
Sure.
By paying 3 mana.
Yeah, and I think this is just a lot of card interactions that Stu is just not familiar with.
Well, that's like, if you haven't faced this whole transmuting thing, like, if you're not used to these lands, especially if you're just like, I'm used to just playing against creature-based decks, and you're not as used to combo-based decks or anything like that, it can be tough.
Yep. I guess the question is what is he getting?
More mana.
More mana. So he got 8, used 3.
Here's the question. Does he have another Summoner's Pact or anything?
He might. but he's got to pay for one to use the... Otherwise, he's going to have to pay for both. It's a lot of mana.
The other dangerous thing is that Jeremy is at 12 life. And Stu...
He's got a lot of power.
Yeah. And he's going to tap down the Primeval Titan here, too. And then he says, alright, coming at you. Let's go to game 2.
Yeah. He's just enough raw power.
I'm failing tonight, guys. So a big thing is, like, the reason why Jeremy could not, like, kill off Stu there was just the amount of power that all of his lords are buffing up. Like, it's like, alright, these guys are all sitting at 4/4, so there's 8 toughness. So even if you trample through, it's not going to be enough to kill Stu, and then he just sort of, you know, is able to get you on the crackback kind of thing.
Right. So Stu looks like he's looking at a couple of ceremonious rejections. Natural state. Any sort of artifact removal is good here.
Mm-hmm.
I
liked that he had negates. I think that's fine. You can negate the packs.
Yep.
You know, you can do things like that. But if it's another, like, get the amulet out quicker, it's tough for Stu. I don't know if he's running any Hercules or any, you know, natural states that he could be able to bring in. You'd rather have the natural states, the single target, over just bounce it, because that's, you know, oh well, I'll just recast it.
Yeah, it looked like he had 3 of them there.
So.
Ceremonious rejection's also good if he wants to play more of a controlling game, to where he's just stopping Jeremy from putting out the amulets.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's kind of negates. If he does have negates, those are good too. If Jeremy is kind of focusing on that Jace the Mind Sculptor. I mean, again, Jeremy's going to be playing kind of the game by himself.
Yeah.
You know, like, whoever his opponent is, like, yeah, you're going to attack me. You're going to do the normal Magic the Gathering things. But on my side, I'm just trying to build up to kill you in one fell swoop.
No, it's smart. Like, I like the addition into the deck if you have the slots to make it work. I know some people have tried, like, different creatures in there and different slots to make something work, but it is a combo-based deck. And I think it's, you know, Amulet Titan and now I'm blanking on the other combo deck that Jeremy likes to play. Phyrexian on life. Ad nauseum. There we go. Got there.
I wasn't gonna help you.
For whatever reason, I kept thinking living end, and I was like, that's not right. Ad nauseum. So he likes those sort of combo-based decks. So, and he's a lands player in Legacy.
He is.
So it's like, oh, okay, I see. You want to play something with lands in it. That makes sense. All right. Do you like doing things like that? Lands is a powerful deck.
It is. He actually calls this deck lands.
Yes, he does. Now, Stu's got to hope for another aggressive start.
I think so. I mean, honestly, I think, you know, like we talked about in the beginning, I think he just has to power out as quickly as possible and just not let Jeremy breathe.
Yeah, that's kind of what the Merfolk deck and this, like, creature-based style strategy is. You keep the pressure on and really just put a hurting on them. Don't let up until they're dead or all your creatures are dead.
Right, exactly. Is there anything on Jeremy's side that he's kind of looking for?
Trying to think of what he might have access to in his sideboard. I don't know if he's running any dismembers, but that would make sense to bring in some dismembers against just sort of like killing some of those lords off. If he's got any other sort of single target removal spells or Echoing Truth might be a useful one if he's running it in his board.
Mm-hmm.
Of just like, hey, most of your stuff is going to have the same name, so I'm going to be able to bounce and get some good value out of it, kind of thing. I don't think you need to keep Jason, though.
No, I think it's too slow. I think there's a lot of times where Jace seems like it's going to be a good idea until you actually get into the match, and then you're actually like, you know what? This is kind of slow.
This is not really what I want to be doing.
Yeah, I'm not really doing a whole lot here. Alright, we're shuffling up. We're taking a look at 7 cards.
I wonder if Jeremy will be able to keep 7 this time. Alright, Stu also had the mulligan down, but I think Jeremy had to go to 5 in game 1.
Right, yeah, that definitely didn't help him. It looks like he's going to keep. Here's a Radiant Fountain. Jeremy's going to go to 22.
What a start. What a start.
There you go. That's kind of what you want to hope for.
Mm-hmm.
That turn 1 amulet. Island.
Vile.
Okay.
Okay, both players having a really good turn 1 start. Right, they're playing the artifacts that they want to play. Now the question is, does Stu have like a greedy 1-lander amulet?
Ooh.
Or Vile, or what?
Sakura Tribe, Scout.
Uh-huh.
No, Elder, not Scout. Scout is the other creature that these decks tend to play, and those are forests, right?
They are. Don't they look like planes?
They do.
That's so tricky.
I was kind of confused as to how he got the Elder, and then I went, wait a second. Okay. Alright.
Value Town.
Yep. I think Jeremy might be getting ready for the Summer's Pact.
Mm-hmm. And now this is kind of where the deck is thriving. You look, this is turn 2 right now for Stu compared to Jeremy's turn 2. Like, this is a little lopsided. It looks like he has a spreading seas, so nice.
Oh, okay, yep. Natural state's good here. He's able to kind of slow
it down slightly.
Yep.
I'm sure he was really hoping to be able to just knock one, get them all out kind of thing.
I think so.
But having the second one there does hurt.
I do think you want to start putting creatures on the board, though.
Yeah. Now he can, though, at 2, because the majority of the deck is 2. And, he got the next natural state. So, bam, get rid of it.
Okay.
That was a nice hit.
Yeah, it's good.
Back to back.
Here comes, that's the blue-green Lord?
Mistweaver, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the Lord.
I think he probably keeps that on too.
Yeah. There's probably 3 to 4 creatures in there that cost 3, depending on how many Murregries you're running. Some of the lists run Cure the Great Glass Spinner, or the new Merfolk dude that makes spells and abilities that target Merfolks cost 2 more. But
alright, so he's going to Spreading Seas, hit,
whoosh,
swing for 2.
Before damage, I'm going to vial this guy in, so you'll take 3. So tricky.
Now Jeremy's got that blue mana he was looking for. And looks like, Ancient Stirrings.
Yeah. Such a good card.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Did you see
nothing wrong with it?
The Sultai Tezzerator list?
I did.
What did you think about that?
I mean,
is that where
it's not my cup of tea?
What is that where the style of prison-based decks are going to be moving is like, hey, here's Jace, we need to run Jace. Like,
I mean, is Lantern Control bad?
I think it's bad against Bloodbraid Elf going, here's Kolgun's Command, here's Ancient Grudge, casting those for free.
I guess.
You know? So I don't know. I guess you'd have to do some practice against those matchups or against Jund, and just like, how does it fare against Bloodbraid Elf finding Kolgun's Command and doing shenanigans like that?
I think if your metagame is full of Jund, then I wouldn't play Lantern Control.
Right.
If your metagame is not full of Jund, I think Lantern Control is probably still fine.
Mm.
Yeah, Stu is just applying pressure. Here's a Mirror Regery.
Before damage.
Here's 6.
Surprise! There's another one!
Oh, Master of the Pearl Trident's gonna
Everything
bump
gets
him up.
+3.
Yeah.
So here's 10 damage coming across. Like, that's a powerful turn right there.
Yep.
Where Jeremy's like, if only I had kept those amulets, you'd be dead right now.
Yeah, I mean, definitely think the natural states coming in this game has helped Stu just really accelerate and slow Jeremy down.
I guess he's going through the math of things and like, do I have any way to get a primetime out?
Something.
Do I have any way to fog you? Like, what do I got here? His options are limited on what a way to keep himself alive. Right? Because even if he's like, just remember, he doesn't have the black mana to pay for it. He has to pay the Phyrexian.
Right.
Which is like, there's 4 life. Yep. That's it. Still had all these. So what did you think about our first round of Merfolk?
Oh.
What is...
What's up, guys?
What is happening?
Check it out. Our chatbot's working.
The chat's not working. I apologize if you guys have been chit-chatting with us and we have not seen it.
Yeah. Bright New Era. Leaves Lance. What's happening? Leaves Lance. Yes, that was the German misprints. And Bright New Era. I'm sure he does. He was talking about it during that last round. There you go.
Perfect. Alright. Sorry for whatever reason our chat, so I don't know.
It seems suspectfully quiet.
That's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
I want someone to chat in real quick to make sure it's working on the Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm all worried. That's so weird.
That's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
Alright. I hope you guys are ready for some more fishies. Because we've got 2 more. Oh, there we go.
Big Trouble in Little Rodman.
Oh, thank you guys. We were so worried.
Like this?
Like this? Yes.
What's up, Snorkel Fairy?
Just like that. Hey, guys. Now we can see you. For whatever reason, Twitch was not letting us see the chat. I was so sad. So, I hope you're ready for some more fishies. We got some more.
My.